The second classroom I was in, you step on the tiles, water was coming up out of the floor.
There's an electrical issue in this school. I don't know exactly what it is. But every now and then, we would either get a brownout or a completely blackout. If these lights go off, it's black.
Don't open a locker. I mean, rodents, droppings everywhere.
It was terrible, you know. We had to worry about what if something's gonna crawl on us or anything. Worried about if the ceiling was gonna fall in on us. You know what I'm saying?
It's a strong odor for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then it goes away. And as they die, it comes back and goes away. You could tell that a few of them had been up there for a while. When they remove them, you see, you see little bones with a little fur.
It's just total neglect, just total neglect.
How dare you have our students in this filth? How dare you?
They received $17,000 and spent $20,000. They had the resources, all right? They just blew them, They just blew them, stole them, whatever.
Money we had, if it's not going into the right places, if it's not doing the right things, and we weren't functioning right with it.
I've seen it declining as the years go by. Books were in storage cabinets and no one was aware of it. Materials that were just piling up, molding.
There are textbooks galore. Boxes that haven't been opened. Why didn't they get to the students? I don't know. Now, I don't know why all those books are up there and they weren't used and they weren't distributed to the students.
Some of that just blowing, they would blow through money. Maybe 3 or 4 years before the district closed, took 38, 39 staff and a couple parents to Orlando, Florida for a week, stayed in a 5-star hotel, gave us $100 a day for eating, had to spend it, couldn't come back with any of it. We went to meetings roughly from 9 o'clock in the morning to about 2:30 in the afternoon. The rest of the day was ours.
She told me I'd be locked up somewhere. She lumped with a category like she put me to a side, and she just told me things like negative things.
It's like last year we really couldn't come and talk to the teachers or the principals like we can now.
It was like teachers didn't care. They was being disrespectful to you, and then some teachers lied on you.
It was I think 50 or 40 last year in one class.
It'd be to a point where they wouldn't even have substitutes. Like a person, maybe a janitor, they could be the security guard. They would have to come in here and just sit. Or if we don't even have those, remember we would have to go to our home, right, and just sit there. Or maybe we'd just be in the room by ourselves.
How do I have students who are actually sleeping in Palmer Park and you're doing that? I can't, I got problems getting to that.
There is a company running the district. All these strangers are coming in. They're going into our schools. They're going into our classrooms. What's going to happen to the children?
It's just not the norm to pull into work and drive through protesters. Parents are confused. Are they trying to get rid of the Leona group, the emergency manager, the governor?
What the idea was, the golden idea was for them to come in here, them to fail, then the district will come back and take it back over, which I sincerely hope never happens.
We have to interview for our own jobs, and if you can imagine teaching as long as I have and then saying, well, I need to interview you, what are you talking about? You know, I had all these conceptions of, oh my goodness, if they don't like, you know, the way I wear my hair, you're fired. You know, if they don't like, you know, whatever, you're fired. That was not a good feeling.
The difference I made last year to this year is a $30,000 difference.
When they mentioned the pay, well, that's the most I can offer. I was like, what are you talking about? Are you serious? But then again, I was thinking about the children. You know, I was thinking about the children. Do you really want to do this for this small amount of money? And the kids want out. They always do.
When things change, when you actually make a change, some people are so used to the old ways. They've got to get this in them to say, this is the way it is now, we're moving forward, let's do it together.
The reason that I came back is because I promised some of my kids I'd see them through.
Those folks who truly believe it's all about the children, they are supportive.
Especially in urban areas, there are countless examples where you just haven't worked for too many kids. We don't think it has to be that way, so we think we can go into urban areas and do better. We think we can improve life chances for kids. And
I used to campaign against Leona Group in the years when I was in Detroit Public School. But when they hired me, I sort of seen how they treat the child, the urban child, the Detroit Public School child, or Detroit child with that has high needs. It was with respect. It was like, I respect you, I want you to learn, and this is how I'm going to help you.
I've probably been the most challenging, to put it mildly, teacher that they've ever had, you know. But, you know, I love them. They're great, and I think that they're, you know, have long careers ahead of them.
I remember it being a beautiful facility. And so when I walked up with grass to my knees, you know, I was really sad. We had construction folk in over the weekend working long hours. I was opening the building along with Tony Hubbard, opened the building Saturdays, in some cases Sunday afternoon, just to make sure we were ready. You know, when you see a need, you don't talk about it. You, as the children would say, you be about it. You know, you address it. You know, you put your money where your mouth is and you get it done.
We basically took over Highland Park 1st of August, and we were able to start school the day after Labor Day. So we don't have all the red tape, you know, right, be it the union or whatever. So we can change direction very quickly. We
were so excited to open up the doors so the kids could see and appreciate the new beginning. However, on the first day when I believe at the Barber campus, we probably had 80 students. I would have to say that I was so disappointed. And then at that point we had to call and say, hey, we are open. The end of the year, I think we landed at Barber 270. So from the first week of school to the end of the school, there has been tremendous growth. Considering parents weren't sure if we were going to open. There had been a lot of speculation, a lot of talk about the schools not being open for the fall.
And things are much better this year. And so that's exciting to us. And educationally, we have found out some things that we have changed, and we are on the right track to giving these students what they deserve.
When I first got there, parents asked me for some support. And so I grasped onto those kids to be able to model and to show them the things that they need to know within the school. And I can see those kids have progressed tremendously.
I know that we've been successful when we've not only met the students where they are,
but also the staff and the parents and the community. We met them where they are. How far have we moved them forward collectively?
I learned at Highland Park, one of the school districts, that pretty much everyone believes that the kids cannot make it, and I don't believe that. So I want to be a part of something that I know will definitely succeed. It's going to grow.
I wanted to come to Highland Park High School because some of those kids were me during my years of growing up. And coming from a single parent family, I also see these kids having the same struggles.
Because I've worked in a public school district, and I've also worked very closely with a charter school district that my children attended. There's a difference in the blueprint.
It is a
and
difference.
it does make a difference in many instances.
They come in, they're happy, the environment's clean, it's safe. And so when we win that over, when people see that this is not going to change, it's not going to go down or go anywhere, then they'll be more happy to keep bringing their kids and grandkids to the school. The building is a lot cleaner. The environment is much more better. It's more conducive to learning.
Teachers are helping me more, and I'm very focused now, because last year I wasn't very focused, but now I'm very focused and determined to keep my grades up.
Well, my mother loves it. They're more in control than they were last year.
Homework last year wasn't really a priority, but now you be like, once you get home, you be like, dang, I can't watch the TV show because I got to do my homework.
Mr. Tucker, he told me that I reminded him of him when he was little. And that really inspired me, and he gave me motivation.
Yeah, I just got straight A's on my progress report. Yeah, my last report card before this report card, I got a 4.0.
On the first report card, I had a 3.2.
I want to be an architect. Yeah, that's what I really want to. I'm really trying to get good at math, because I want to design buildings. And my goal is to remodel downtown.
I still know that this is a steady climb. A journey that's going to take some time, but as long as we keep moving toward our goals, I think we'll be fine.
The kids there, they are kids, and we have to realize that they're kids, but we have to get them to realize this is one of the greatest chances in your life.
We know how hard it is. We all know it's a struggle going from public school to a charter school. We hear every day the difficulties of trying to keep the public schools going and how hard it is for people to want to go to the charter schools. The main goal is for our children to get an education. Wherever you can get a good education, that's where you send your child.